All right, welcome to episode 31 of our Austrian campaign. We are currently refitting most of our fleet, building some new heavy cruisers, kind of thinning out the really old designs. We are at January 1912. So we have some ships that are basically 20 years design. Design is 20 years or more old, so it's time to get rid of most of those older ships. Not only technology-wise, but mostly from a speed standpoint. A lot of our older cruisers obviously aren't even making 20 knots. So we're also in the process of, I think, getting close to a war with Japan. Let's go in here and look at our politics. We're minus 85 with Japan. We were very close to war a couple times with the United States. I think, let's see, I think we're going to spend a little bit more time. I don't see anything huge happening right now as far as, I don't want to take a chance of, I know Japan is at war. Britain, but I don't see Britain having the power right now to come over and start taking territories. So I think we're going to keep refitting. Yes. Research-wise, what do we have? Do we have another hull coming? We do have another hull coming for battleships. We just, in the last episode at the end, we created a new destroyer, but we're going to wait to build these new destroyers until we can get a little bit more shipbuilding capacity. We have one heavy cruiser out of our group that's being built that's still suspended. So hopefully next turn we can take that and get that office being suspended. We had a destroyer that was being built for one of our minor allies that should be finished this turn. And it should give us enough port capacity to get that heavy cruiser built. Sweeping. Okay. Nothing major going on there. I'm going to try and actually, after all that time improving relations, I'm going to actually increase tension a little bit with Japan. What do we have coming here? I think 14-inch Mark 1 or Mark 2, 14-inch. Okay. $6,500. That's not a huge deal. Let's go in here to our fleet. Get this guy resumed. Okay. Right up at the edge here. And I don't think, yeah, we don't really have anything. 6 months. So we have 6 months that we're going to be right up against the capacity. So we can't really build much right now. or even refit. So let's just let's just pump through the turns here. No. Course. Okay, so we must have gotten some more ships into port that need repairs. So that has pushed us over the limit. How far over the limit are we? About 6,000. So let's go back here and suspend this guy again until our repairs can be done. Looking over briefly. Let's just pick Germany to improve relations with. Let's bump this up a little bit. Okay, should get our new hull next turn. Interested to see what that'll be. Not that we can really do anything about it right now. Dreadnought 2. Let's do that. That's fine. Ooh, battlecruiser 1. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So we have a little over 13,000. I think that gives us enough. Does it? Yes. Okay. We can't build it right now, but let's go and maybe at least look at and possibly design a new Dreadnought. 36,000. So it is quite a bit of extra tonnage. Almost a third more, maybe. 36,000. Stability is better. Yep, better stability. Much more floatability. Resistance is not as good. Hull form is really quite a bit better, though. And a very minor increase in speed. 22. Okay, so why are you making this? Let's see, what was our last guy? 20 knots. Let's keep that. Let's keep that theme. Okay, let's make it 37,000 tons. The Carl class. Let's get that up there. To plus 10 construction, 16 months. Okay. That's almost double the weight. 21 long range, 17. Yeah, I think we're gonna settle for this guy, at least for now. 400. Okay. Can I get any of these guys in here? Hmm. No. None of those guys will go into the tower. I guess hardly. Okay. So what do we have here? 45, 43. Hmm. Okay. Oh, here's the question. Can we put that? Yeah. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I'm just clicking everything wrong. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think we got our towers and our engine funnels set up. So now let's focus on weapons. Well, I know we have 14-inch Mark IIs. Oh, nope, there's still Mark 1s. The Mark IIs were coming. So I think we're going to do like a 13.8. But we're going to do triples, I do believe. Let's see if we can. So, do I have enough to do another one? 29 and 33. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to push everything back here. We need our barbettes for sure. Let's get this set up standard. Get some more armor on here. Okay, let's make these 0.5s. Actually, let's go 0.8s. Make them as long as we can. And wait, okay. Let's do 7, 5, do 3, 12. Okay. So now what do we want to do for secondaries? Do this. I like to get all my... Okay, so that did not work. Trying to get all my secondaries to line up here. But I'm going to put this guy a little bit offset. Okay, let's see what our armor is for that. I don't think we need quite that much. Let's do 3, 6. Okay, it won't let us do 6. It's 13 kilometers. Okay. Did that not? Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. Okay. Seriously? There we go. Okay. I think we still have some tonnage left over. Um, also won't let us put casemates that small along the sides. What did it do for casemate armor? I think that's pretty good. A decent secondary. Definitely a pretty heavy punch. Main gun wise for this time in the campaign. 1912. 14 inches. Would have been preferable, but they're still Mark 1s. If they'd have been Mark 2s, I probably would have gone with it. Okay. We don't have any tonnage build-wise to do anything about that, but we have that ship sitting there ready to be built once we get some tonnage. There comes the Mark II 14-inch. Curious to see. Oh, that's right, battlecruiser. Sure. Look at us go. Friends with the British. No, 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 no. Okay, minus 11 there. So Britain is actually taking over territory in North America at this point. Where are we at in ship design? Okay, we're still right up against the edge. What do we have? Rangefinders. We got a new rangefinder coming here soon. Minus 97. Oh, we are minus 15 with Italy as well. Okay. We can start pushing Italy. That would be great. Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't have any of these guys suspended. No, we don't have any tonnage right now, fellas. Plus 10. United States. Should we go for? They're down to 44 ships. They have 12 battleships, though. I feel like I need to find. Yeah. I need to find a bunch of destroyers and torpedo boats and just send them out there. We're going to send them over here to fill in these ports, since we don't really have right now the ability to build any. I mean, I could suspend one or two of the heavy cruisers. It's probably not a terrible idea, and then build a couple destroyers. How many turns do we have left? 7 months. You know what? Let's keep going. Chances are, if we threaten Japan with war, they're gonna just pay us off. Now the question is, do we wait? No, it's a coincidence. I was gonna say, I wonder if we should wait to do our battle cruiser, but we're gonna put a stereoscopic on there anyway, so. Do we want to wait for the 14-inch Mark IIs? Yeah, let's do that. We'll put 14-inch Mark IIs on our battle cruiser that we can't build. We do see we have some shipbuilding capacity that opened up. Let's see what happens. Yep, okay. Alright, so that's going to buy us some more time. Do we have unrest? Not really. Yeah, we'll go with that one. No, we don't want to reduce our GDP. Okay. So what can we really do? I guess we can improve relations with Germany a little bit. A whole lot we can do. Did we get our guns? Yes, we got our big gun, 14-inch Mark IIs. So what else do we have coming up here? Okay, increased length. That's not a huge deal. Gun layout. Superimposed guns, no. Range finders, nope. Okay, what about this? Color shaft, nope. Okay. So let's go in and look at this battle cruiser hull. we're going to end up with a bunch of ships that we can't build yet that we've designed recently. So what do we got? 26 knots, 25,000 tons. So it's not that much faster than our current. Yeah, well, 22 to 26, I guess. Why does it say 28? That's way too fast. Let's push it to 26. And we'll make it a little bit faster by making it slimmer. We'll make 24,000 tons. Keep the range up. Be nice if we could get oil. Is that going in there? No, it's not going to let me put anything in there. Okay, push this back again. Okay, so we got a ton of funnels. Let's do something a little different. Let's do, I need a tall. And then let's just do 14-inch duals, but let's only do 2 turrets. And let's get our rest of our weight lined up here so we know exactly what we have to play with. Stereo 2. Okay. Let's get some armor on here. I think 3 is fine for the top. We definitely want to get as much length as we can. What are we at? 28 kilometers. Okay. Let's do 10, 5, 5, 2, 8 is fine. So our offset looks fine. Let's do 4 and 4. Let's do 2 and 2. Now let's get some secondaries. But it's overweight. Is it because of the armor? Yeah. Didn't help. Let's do 2. Do 1. Let's go back to 10 and 10. What does that give us? A couple 100 tons yet. Let's just do casemates. Well, let me put casemates here, though. Yes. Okay. No. Okay. Let's do 4. Let's do 4.5. Okay, did not want to do that. Okay, so what are we at here? 18 months to build. We've got 4 14-inch guns, 14 Mark 48s, 6 12 8-inch 14 8-inch guns, and then a bunch of 3-inch casemates. Top speed 26. So it's a nice looking ship too. Should be good at hunting down heavy cruisers, especially some of the older heavy cruisers that some of our competitor nations are probably still running. Okay, so we have 14, almost 20,000 tons. Let's get at least 10 of these built. How are we doing? Okay, our crew pool is doing pretty well. So that's good news. Did we do our politics? Yes, we did. Okay. No. Nope, not doing it. Oh, that helps. France and Empire of Japan. Okay. So go in here. Who's France fighting with at this point, besides Japan? It's still fighting the United States. They only have 50 ships. How many ships does the United States have left at this point? 45. Okay, so they started that war with 300. They did make peace with Britain, though. They were at war with Britain for quite a while. Let's increase tension here. There's our ship at 106. Can build another 6. And these guys are still not over here. Once I get these guys over here, I'll put them into the various ports I should have been during this time, focusing on gang. Do we have a new Wolfgang? No. I should have been focusing on, and actually, you know what? Doing upgrades, refits. But I want to look at something quick. Yeah, okay. So we've got 2 upgrades for torpedo tubes coming in the next 6 months. What if I put this? Okay, so we can get both of those in 4 months. Let's do that. And then we'll worry about upgrading and getting some refits done on some of our older destroyers and torpedo boats. We still have quite a few older ships that we want to decommission. Actually, that's Kronprinzessin. That'll give us 1,700 crew. That's mothball them. Oh wow. And then I can't imagine at this point everybody's going to want to buy them. Plus 35 to engine repair. Plus distance. No, can't do that right now. -4 with Germany control. Or United States may have finally started paying the price for trying to fight every major power in the game. Okay, what's our tension? Our unrest is still very low. I'm going to start provoking Italy as well. So I really would like to have the rest of Italy. 3 months. Where are we at? 13. Okay. No, no. Yeah, even Argentina is getting into the beating of United States. So okay, who's building new ships? Germany and France. Battlecruiser for France. Battleship, a new battleship, and new light cruisers. New destroyer. 2 new battleships for Japan. -6 with Japan. Okay, where's Italy? Italy's at the bottom. Let's see. What do we got? We got 1 month here yet. Shipbuilding capacity. Out there, we must have just got a bunch of our heavy cruisers. -15 ship falls. 3 tubes. 6,500 meters. Okay. No, can't do it. Falls. -11 with Italy. Where'd Japan go? Did I miss them? Yeah. That won't affect torpedo boats because they don't have. Okay, so we should be fine there. All right. Let's get. I think we have these guys over here. Let's get some of these guys into port. $2,000 tons. Okay. 3,000 tons. And put these guys here. Okay. And let's put these in here with this battleship. And then we've done that. Let's turn this off. And then is this the one? Yes. Yes, that's the one. We want to do some refits on this guy. Okay. What are these? 2-inch. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I should have waited. That's fine. Where do we get a little bit of weight? Okay, can I make that? What do I have? 12. No, I can't. I can't go from a 1 to a... Okay. What's the weight? I can do this, though. I think. No. Yes. Okay. Okay, so that's nice. So now I can at least fire over the torpedo in the back. Should have waited for the improved rangefinder coming up. Okay, we probably have a couple of those that are going. They're still out to sea. What can we do here? Now the question is, do we want to build 23? Let's build 2 of these battle cruisers. What does that leave us? Oh, okay, we're right at the edge. Okay. We still have a decent crew pool. Probably want to cut that back a little bit. Yeah. Okay, that's where our destroyers are that need refitting. I think this is a good place to stop for this episode. We've got a new ally in Great Britain. See how long that lasts. Still trying our best to get declaration of war with Japan. I think it's going to be fairly tricky. And then, worst case scenario, if we can't pull that off, maybe we can pull off getting these last 2 provinces from Italy. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.